I'm just gonna make this video right now and hope it works. Yo, what is up, Crocs and Climbers, Poke fans? I know this was talking about this video. Today we're talking about Pokemon Horizons, episode 27-28. I'm doing both episode reviews in one video because I don't know if you guys saw my community post I did a couple days ago where I actually recorded both reviews back to back. Like I recorded the first one, like I watched the episode, recorded the first one, and watched the second episode and recorded the second episode. And then I was going to edit them Monday morning to upload both of them Monday, during the day. But when I went in to do my editing, the footage got corrupted and the audio was completely staticky. So I'm hoping to God that whatever was the problem before doesn't happen again, which is why I'm going to combine both reviews into one, because at this point I'm already 2 weeks behind. Episode 29 is coming out in like 2 days, so I'm fucked either way. So I just said fuck it, we're gonna just go ahead and do this again. One episode review, double up feature, let's fucking go. And in general, okay, I'm gonna say what I said in the 2 episode reviews. Overall, I don't think either one of these episodes were bad. Okay, I actually thoroughly enjoyed both of them. To certain extents, obviously, there's always going to be some things that I don't enjoy, or some things I nitpick and stuff like that. You guys know how I am if you've been watching my reviews for a while. But as a package, the episodes weren't terrible. The only thing and one of the things I was bringing up is that people were talking shit about how there's this filler stuff, and it just feels like filler, and how like we're not getting anywhere, anything done. And there was people complaining about the fact that Liko and Roy keep getting rescued and shit like that. So I'm gonna address both issues I've been seeing online and go from there. So first issue, the fact that there's filler going on. Listen, I actually don't mind when we have episodes that are able to flesh out the characters and help them grow as individuals, as well as a whole package, of like, you have these character interactions which help them grow to, closer together and stuff like that. I actually like those types of episodes, especially in a show like Pokemon, because it doesn't seem like you do that very often. At least we're not so used to it with the prior series, which is probably why people aren't so happy about it, because they don't expand their minds outside too much in terms of like the types of anime they watch. So these episodes are actually nice. I will address the fact that I did have a complaint about the fucking like curry shit that was gonna happen, because I was like, oh, this is just like the fucking sandwich picnic episode, but I'm glad to say that it wasn't exactly like that. So I'll give a props for that. On top of the fact that they did like a competition between Liko and Roy and the way they make their own curries, so I like that. Okay, there were some things in episode 27 which could have been easily skipped. I don't think the greeting stuff was interesting, or the Squabit greeting stuff. I don't think that was necessarily a thing that they should have put in there, but like I'm not gonna nod it because it's just like a whatever thing, right? That would be too nitpicky even on my standards. And then the other complaint that I've been seeing online is the fact that Liko and Roy are constantly being rescued, and this is stemming from episode 28, where Liko and Roy are able to like catch up to the fucking Pokemon that belong to Diana's like archaeologist friend that's supposed to be helping them discover the fucking mystery of the fucking Pokeball. And then like they're doing okay at the beginning, but then they get thrashed, and then fucking Cap has to come in and save them. And here's my thing, and I don't. People are saying, "Oh, Frida's over here, always having to save them." Listen, I want to get this notion out there that Frida is a shitty bodyguard. Okay, I don't know how people still think that he's a good person to be like protecting these children. The fact that this man told 2 children, which he's supposed to be protecting, oh, you go chase after the Pokemon that we're hunting, not me, not the adult. Okay, I'm sending you guys to do it. Okay, so once again, Freed sucks as a bodyguard. The second thing is, we haven't really seen Liko and Roy, do any training sessions or any grinding or any like practicing. Like the thing that I don't understand why people are so like cut off with this whole why can't they do something by themselves? They have this mindset that they're supposed to be fucking geniuses. You're talking about two people, one of them who lived in the fucking island in the middle of fucking nowhere in Kanto, who's never been like into like full on battle, because it doesn't look like there's any battling in the fucking island where he was from. So it's not like he has any experience. And then Liko, who's not even a battler. So you have these two inexperienced trainers who have barely done any battling in their lifetime, and you're expecting them to just be what, prodigies? No, that's not. Even Ash wasn't like that. But the difference is, and I hate to play off into the whole like comparisons with Ash, because I see so many more people doing it frequently where they're like trying to like, Ash should come back, Ash should do this. I don't want Ash here, but it needs to be stated. They at least showed the man training and practicing and all this other shit, right? It wasn't like, he's just immediately good at everything, because even though Ash was like the chosen one or whatever, they had this whole mysterious aura of like Ash has all this crazy shit and all these shenanigans, and like he has the power of plot armor and shit, right? Even though he had that, he still trained every once in a while. They still showed episodes of him practicing with his Pokemon, having them battle each other. They at least did that. We've barely seen this type of stuff. Like, we've had, 2 training episodes and they were both with Cap, which is fucking stupid, because, Cap is too busted, right? They need to, ease them into this shit. So, at least show them, training with, fucking, I don't know, Molly, or Oreo, or fucking Murdoch, for fuck's sake. You can even have Dot get involved in this shit. You have these 3 inexperienced trainers who aren't doing anything to get better. And one misconception that I know I've seen some people talk about, I was like, well, they have all these new moves. Having more moves in your arsenal does not equate to you actually training for this shit, right? Oh, I forgot the fucking Kabu stuff. But even then, they got fucking bodied to Kingdom Come. You're not really giving these kids time to develop as fucking trainers. So why would you ever expect them to actually accomplish anything against the opposition, right? It makes no sense. So when Cap saves them, I'm like, well, yeah, it makes sense that they have to be rescued because their teamwork isn't the greatest. They're not really training, so they don't even know how to properly do a battle. They're just throwing shit and see what works, right? That's the other thing, that when they battle, it's random, okay? So those are the 2 misconceptions I wanted to tackle in this review, because overall, there's not too much to talk about in the episodes. The only one note I do want to mention is, and I talked about it in the review of episode 28, is that I kind of wish that they had let Diana's Arcanine burn this man to a crisp, because it's not like fire has ever killed anybody in the fucking Pokemon universe. So it could have made a gag, it could have been funny, you're a piece of shit, Arcanine, fucking blow him to smithereens with a fucking fire blast or some shit. And then he's like, okay, I'm sorry, I forgive. And then he gets burned, right? But then she checks it off. It's what they always do in fucking Pokemon. I don't know. That's just my stance, okay? I think the ratings I gave them were 7. I think it was 7.1 out of 10 for episode 27, and then 7.8 to episode 28 because I liked it a little bit more. And then that's basically it for the 2 episode reviews. I know that the next episode is fucking Pokeball chick, which I'm like, this is like Kurt's granddaughter or some shit. Obviously, it's not like that. Okay, I'm not throwing out a theory like that. But and they're doing a whole gimmick where Oreo is supposedly leaving the crew, and I'm like, yeah, that's not fucking happening. I'm just pessimistic about it. There's no way they're gonna get the one chick, and I honestly I didn't mention this in, I don't remember one of the reviews. When I was talking about the Oreo stuff. In my mind, I think she deserves to go her own way because she's in here because of Freed's being an asshole, basically forcing her to be a part of this crew by having her do everything. So if this is a way for her to expand her horizons, which is the whole point of the show, expanding your horizons, Pokemon horizons, I think that she should leave the Volunteers to deal with whatever it is that the Pokeball chick is doing. But they're not going to do that. I don't think they have the guts to do that shit. But overall, like I said, the 2 episodes weren't bad. Dot coming out of her shell was nice. I loved Spinel being... I want Spinel and Dot to have a battle at some point in the future, because they're like the intellectual ones. So like Dot is super technological and smart, and she gets outwitted by Spinel. So it could be one of those tactical like electronic warfare that they have going on, because he's over here trying to feed her false information, and she has to find a way to decipher it. So I hope at some point they do actually have a battle, but I want it to be back, when they actually fucking train these children, and then like go from there. I think that's gonna be it for this review. This double feature review, I guess I should say. And I will leave the links to both episodes in the description, and hope you guys are able to like talk in the comments about both episodes if you want to really mention it. And we'll move on from that. Hopefully this video doesn't get corrupted when I edit it, okay? Because if it is, I'm going to be sad and cry. But that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been SoresanCrockxen, and I will see you guys in future videos.